Yo, what is up, guys? Joker here, bringing you a video on Albion Online. Like I said in my video a couple videos ago, uh, the next couple of things are probably going to be Albion, RuneScape, stuff like that, until the new PoE League starts or patch notes come out or stuff like that, right? Then obviously I'll go over those to see kind of some of the changes. But I just wanted to come to you in a video here where I've been putting a lot of progress in, and that's essentially corrupted dungeons and my opinion on them. Right now, I have about 60, 80 hours in corrupted dungeons. Um, and I have 228k infamy. My highest was 261, just because it goes up at the lower infamy levels, it goes up very little. So you can kill a person and only get like 1k infamy from them. But as it goes up, you can go ahead and get more and more infamy, and then that in turn increases the loot drops. So as of right now, I got about 4 million fame from killing players, and I have 107 kills in the dungeons. And I'm gonna throw some clips in here as well. But just wanted to go over the opinion of corrupted dungeons and how I feel about them real quick. For players who may be newer, maybe wanting to test them out, especially in the red and black zones. So, first thing that I can go ahead and say is don't. I've already went over this, but don't do corrupted dungeons in the black zones. Why? Well, because the corrupted dungeons scale off the tier that you're going in uh, uh, compared to the actual zone that you're in. So if you go ahead, as you can see here, the hunter, the stalker, the slayer, and it's going to go ahead and tier off that. So it's going to be tier 8 mobs, even if you're in a tier 5 red zone. And I believe the drops are the same because I've gotten a couple of like 8-1 drops in the red zone, right? And what I do is I just go ahead and run my happy ass over here to bow skill fill, and that's where I run my corrupted dungeons. And I just go in, I queue up for the dungeon, I run the dungeon, I invade or get invaded, I kill the person, and then depending on how much money I have, I come back to town, right? So that's pretty much what I do. When I get a couple million more gold, I might go ahead and move to Carolean so I can just go ahead and just run one zone over compared to having to run the two zones. It'll make it because you technically have to run through 3 zones to get here. You have to run through this, you have to run through the zone that's between these two, and then you're there. So instead of that, just being able to go boom, 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 or boom, 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 boom to any of these, I feel like that would be really helpful and it'd speed up the trips substantially. But off topic. What's my opinion of corrupted dungeons? Are they worth doing? Are they fun? And this is going to go into another video I may make about the PvP of Albion, but are corrupted dungeons fun? After about 60 to 80 hours, like I said, and I can prove that, I can go ahead and go to my library, Albion. I'm at 230 hours. So, I have a decent amount of time in the corrupted dungeons, right? And what I can say is not really. It's not really worth it. So sometimes you'll get lucky and someone will misplay and you'll get like a mil worth of loot. Other times you'll have to deal with some of the most annoying they're called rats, people that just run around trying to break the crystals. Rats in the corrupted dungeon just so you have a potential chance. And these people have movement abilities on all of their skills, so they're not planning on fighting you. Their entire thing is being a little bitch and running in circles. And they will attack you if they see you take too much damage or get hit by a trap or anything at that point, because and you can say, oh, it's strategy. No, it's fucking stupid, but they'll essentially try to wait for you to lose too much HP to really one hit them, and then they'll try to fight you. It's the most annoying pussy thing I've ever seen in any kind of PvP. So on that, is the corrupted dungeon PvP fun? Eh, 6 out of 10, really. Uh, it's not really because there's too many mobs, there's too many traps. People just run around in circles most of the time until they feel like they'll have the slightest advantage, and then they jump on you, and that's just stupid. That's just a waste of time. Uh, this one guy I chased through a dungeon for like 8 minutes before I just decided to break the crystals because he was being so much of a little bitch. Um, because he was waiting for me to lose HP for him to try to go on to me, but I wasn't losing any HP, so he was like, "Well, I guess I'm just gonna keep running in fucking circles." Um, and yeah, no. So it's a bad experience. Majority of the people are fucking cowards, and then the other portion is the combat system is kind of super flawed. Right now, there's pretty much three classes that are overpowered, in my opinion, and that's going to be the damage over time curse skull, which they just kill so much fucking life, and they have so many defensive abilities that you can't really do anything. And they're sustaining so much life that you can't really burst them down even as like a full burst character. The second is the Black Hands, which is what I've been running, and it's essentially where you use Hellion Boots to jump onto them with a 35% increased damage buff. You hit them with your E, which does like 2,000 damage when you combo it with your W. Like, look at this. So it's going to be 750 and then plus, what? Plus 500. So 1,200 damage there, and then you're gonna have 1,500 damage, and it's a 35% damage boost because of your Hellion shoes, and then you use your Assassin's Mask to reduce the cooldown, and you use your Cleric Robe to go ahead and pretty much make you invulnerable while you're getting your cooldowns back, and then you just do it again, and that kills pretty much everybody 100% of the time, right? There's some scenarios where it doesn't, like fire staff, that stupid firewall kind of cucks your mark of sacrifice. The cursed people, they sustain too much for you to actually burst them down, on top of the fact that that cursed skull is just stupid OP. And then cloth mace is going, so black hands, cloth mace, curse staff, and normal bow are going to be pretty much the four things that you see. And the bad part about that is that the cloth mace is only like 150k. The normal bow is like 70k. The curse set is a little bit more expensive, but regardless, you're going in with pretty much, you can have higher specs than me, but you're going in with like 600k average to go ahead and go into these dungeons. So you can risk 600k to fucking die to a person running around in circles, risking 60k half the time. And I don't know, I just feel like it's kind of unbalanced and stupid how bad the combat system is, and how some classes just have like a huge advantage. Because how the PvP in Albion works is it's about 30% knowledge, 20% skill, and then the other 50% is pretty much just the spec you're using. And people can argue that, but that's pretty much what it is. You have to have a little bit of knowledge and you have to have a little bit of skill. But after you get that little bit of knowledge and little bit of skill with a certain spec, it kind of takes everything out of it. Because, like I said, Black Hands are so OP, you die in like 4 hits. Once you get your combo down and know when to pop your vulnerability in fights and know how to run in and out, which goes into the knowledge and the skill portion, the other 50% is just how fucking strong it is. Same thing with cloth mace, is you don't really have to be very skilled. You're essentially just stun locking the other person the entire time. So that's my opinion about corrupted dungeons. Short video here. But I'd love to, if anyone plays Albion and has an opinion on the PvP. I mean, I'd love to hear your opinion there. Just because, in my opinion, they need to either rework corrupted dungeons or balance some of the specs, because it's kind of stupid that out of all of the weapons, you only see four in corrupted dungeons, right? There's like 100+ weapons, dude. So it's really stupid that you only see like four specs actually in corrupted dungeons. But whatever. All right, guys. Like I was saying, short video. I hope if you liked it, I hope you like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, until next time, take care.